Hello and welcome to Tech Deals Game Performance Review Overwatch. We're playing Overwatch today on the $720 CyberPowerPC, the Gamer Extreme VR. I have previously reviewed this computer, link in the video description below, but in short, for a pre-built gaming computer, this is the best deal on the market today. You get an Intel i5-6402p CPU, a faster revision of the i5-6400. You get 8 GB of system RAM, which has been upgraded to 16 GB in this build. And most importantly, you get an AMD RX 480 4GB dedicated gaming graphics card. For $720, this machine cannot be beat. It is the ultimate 1080p gaming computer. We are playing today at 1080p Full HD resolution, Ultra Detail is selected, and VSync is turned off. VSync normally would be turned on if you want to eliminate screen tearing, but I have it off so that we can see the maximum performance of the game. Fraps was used for the minimum, maximum, and average game performance numbers you will see at the end of this video, but Fraps was not used to record the video that you're watching. Instead, a HD 60 Pro hardware capture card was used for video capture. This video is being captured on another computer. It has no effect on the frame rate. So the frame rate and performance you will see here in the game is what you will get if you buy this $720 computer and play Overwatch on it at 1080p at Ultra Detail. The numbers in green at the top left corner of the screen are from MSI Afterburner, a free program that you can download from MSI.com if you would like to monitor what your system's doing while you're playing games. Now, the Fraps counter would normally be in the upper right hand corner, but we're currently tracking the frame rate, which is why it has disappeared, but you can see the real-time frame rate on the left hand side on the bottom. As you can see, we are running at double the refresh rate of your average monitor. We're over 130 frames per second. Our GPU at the top is 100% utilized because it's the primary limitation to more performance in a game like Overwatch. The temperature of our graphics card is currently 77 degrees Celsius, and it's that warm because this computer comes with the factory reference card with the blower style cooler. Please note that 77 degrees is warm, but within safe operating temperatures, it's fine. You can see the RPM of the fan speed, which is just over 2000 RPM. Blower fans tend to run faster, so if you're comparing this to an aftermarket fan, that's why it looks quick. I can assure you that this fan is very, very quiet. This graphics card makes almost no noise. It is very, very, very nice. The second line is the graphics card memory itself, not your main system RAM, the graphics card memory. Now, we are currently using less than 2 GB of video RAM to play this game at Ultra at 1080p. It's not one of those games that really needs a 3 or 4 gig card. The 2 GB would be plenty. Of course, we have a 4 GB card, which we will see in other gameplay videos does get used. The third line, our CPU, this is the Intel i5-6402p. I mentioned earlier it's a faster version of the 6400. It is by 100 megahertz. Otherwise, it's basically the same as the i5-6400. It's running at a very cool 50 degrees Celsius. It does not have any fancy cooling on it, which just goes to show you that at normal clock speeds, modern Intel CPUs don't need fancy cooling. They work just fine. System RAM. Now, I mentioned before that we have upgraded this computer to 16 GB of RAM. That's not needed for Overwatch. Games like Battlefield 1, Call of Duty Infinite Warfare, Grand Theft Auto 5, that's what you need the RAM for. Overwatch? No, not so much. We're using 5 gigs. 8 GB would be plenty. And then again, our real-time frame rate, which is more than double the refresh rate of a standard monitor. I have to say that Overwatch plays very well on this machine. I played more than one match, partly because I'm actually quite getting into Overwatch itself as a game, and then finally because the performance is so perfect. When you have a high refresh rate like this, when the game is playing this fast, boy, everything is so smooth. The control is smooth, the responsiveness is smooth. Combine that with at least a semi-decent internet connection, and you've got yourself some good online gameplay. This is perfect. Now, this machine will also play more demanding games. Battlefield 1, Grand Theft Auto 5, Rise of the Tomb Raider, and I've done some tests on that. As I said before, there will be a link to the full playlist of videos in the video description below. I've tested many games on this computer. I did a video showing the installation of the 8 GB of RAM, upgrading it from 8 to 16, as well as showing how to install a solid-state drive if you're interested in doing so. If you take a look at the parts in this machine, you just can't beat this deal. I'm not normally a big fan of pre-builts for gaming computers. I tend to custom build my own gaming machines. But if this is the sort of machine you're looking for, if you've got about a $700 to $800 budget, if you want to build a game machine that plays games at 1080p resolution, you really can't do any better than this machine. It is absolutely awesome. Hey, 5-player kill streak, good for me. This match was actually pretty good. When you have a good team that works together, that has good teamwork, the enemy's coming at you, you're sticking together, you got a healer, you got a tank, you've got some DPS. Oh, there we go, put our shields up. That dragon is, it's effective if your team is not paying attention. This guy needed to have somebody pushing behind him. Do you notice there was nobody behind him pushing? He was all by himself. The whole point of him with that shield is his teammates can stand, but see, his teammates are in the wrong spot. They can stand behind it. There we go. That's how you use that shield. You stand behind it because we sit here and blast away, and we do no damage to the DPS, but you're standing behind them. There is a healer over there, but the other team's not doing very good teamwork. They should all be marching forward together with that thing. And then we should, yep, there we go. Shields up, and that was ineffective. Oh, am I going to? There we go. Oh, ow. I was eliminated. Boom, I died. And you can see our fraps counter. If you look in the upper right-hand corner, you will see our fraps counter is back. That is because I have the fraps counter set to record a 5-minute game run. It just went away because I recorded the second one. When you look at the results at the end of this game, it'll actually be an average of the 2 5-minute runs. So I record 5 minutes of frame rate, which samples the frame rate over time and then gives you a minimum, maximum, and average. And then I take the 2 separate runs. I take the very minimum that it ran in both games, the maximum it ran in both runs, not both games, both runs, and then I take the 2 averages, add them together, and divide by 2, and those will be the numbers that you see at the end of this video. But honestly, do you even need to see the numbers to know this plays great? Look at this. We're doing 124, 130 frames a second. Of course it's fine. We're at ultra detail. Now, this game does go up to Epic. You could certainly turn the detail up to Epic. You could absolutely, totally do that if you wanted to. Why didn't I? Well, no, I don't know. Because Ultra is what people expect, and that's what it was at, and so that's what I did. Even at Epic, you're still going to get 100 frames a second. It's not going to be... Oh, there he goes. Can we kill him? I'm getting shot from behind, and my mech died again. If you have watched my Overwatch videos before, you will notice something. I like playing Diva. Partly because I like tanks, partly because I like the fact that when your mech gets destroyed, you're not dead, you hop out of it, and then boom, you get your mech back, which is pretty cool. And then I like her voice. I think it's pretty cool. She's got some funny lines, and it's just ranged is my style, and a ranged tank is pretty cool, because most games don't have ranged tanks. Usually tanks are melee, and I'm not much of a melee person. Even when I play DPS, I prefer to... It's like the old AT&T slogan, reach out and touch someone. I want to reach out from a distance. Being a sniper would be my preference, except my aim and twitch reflexes are terrible, which is why I don't play snipers, because I can't aim well enough to actually do it. I don't remember, now that I'm sitting here watching this replay, if this was a win or a loss. Which I could, of course, fast forward, look, and rewind to here, but I won't, because I'm commentating this. Now I'm putting this voiceover in edit. I didn't say any of this while I was playing. However, I didn't watch this all the way through when I started creating this video. I took a look at the very beginning, and I looked at the performance numbers I recorded, and then here we are talking and doing our edit. And I haven't actually done any cuts or edits yet. Will I get them? Will I get them? Will I get them? Boom! Oh, my mech blew up. Probably damaged him, but I didn't get any kills out of it. I have a couple of times gotten a play of the game and 5 kills out of that. I've managed to send my mech right into the enemy, gotten 5 kills and explosions in one go play of the game. That was pretty cool. If you have never played Overwatch, you can pick up a discounted copy of it. There will be links in the video description below to Kingwin, G2A, and Amazon. Compare the prices and buy it wherever it's cheapest, but you can get a product key at several different places. I actually bought my key off of Kingwin, and I want to say it was about half price or so, give or take. I don't remember the exact price, but it varies, but you'll find discounted prices down there. This is a lot of fun. One nice thing about it is it never takes long to pick up a match. I would have to say that rarely am I in the queue for more than a minute or so. Sometimes at off-peak hours, maybe it's 2 or 3 minutes, but there's a cool skirmishing feature where after a short period of being in the queue, it tosses you into a random map where you can run around blasting things with, there's no score, there's no objectives, it's just fun blasting. You don't have to participate in it. I don't think queuing has ever taken more than maybe 3 or 4 minutes, even at off-peak times. It's really, really quick. There's a lot of people playing this. It is a lot of fun. Unfortunately, as I'm watching the end of this, I remember the outcome now, because if you take a look, there it is. Defeat! Boo! Let's go look at the results, shall we? And here we are at the results. An average of 127 frames per second. That is double the refresh rate of your standard 60 Hz monitor. That's amazing. In fact, the minimum was 92 frames per second. Perfect performance. It never dropped below 90 frames per second. If you have a 1080p 100 Hz monitor, even this computer will do it perfectly at ultra detail. If you had a 144 Hz monitor, maybe turn the detail down to high if you want to get a little bit more minimum frame rate, but frankly, it's fine. This game plays perfectly, as do most games at 1080p at higher ultra detail on this $720 computer. I love it. 2 thumbs up. Like this video if you like it. Don't if you don't. Remember to subscribe to my channel with the big huge red button directly below the video. Questions and comments go in the video comment section below. And as always, check out my video description. Link to buy Overwatch at Amazon, Kingwin, and G2A. A link to Amazon where I bought this CyberPower gaming PC, and so should you if you want it. And then a link to my full list of video reviews. I have done a lot of videos on this computer. Upgrades, Windows performance, first boot setup, gaming performance videos, unboxing. Amazing machine. Thanks for watching my video. I'll see you next time.